What you doing facing the other way? We're gonna be fighting Grayson, man. Hey everybody, I'm DeoGenZ. That was an attempt at a Rasta accent. Working on it. Gotta smoke more before it gets any better. So anyway, we're fighting Grayson today. And he has electric type Pokemon. Oh joy. We brought along our basic water themed deck today, and that's probably not gonna be bueno. But for some reason, he cannot draw any Pokemon to put out on the active position. Couldn't find any basics. Okay, my opponent still has no basic Pokemon. And for anyone who's not well versed in the card terminology, a basic Pokemon is simply one that is the base form and hasn't evolved yet. So Snubble's a basic Pokemon because obviously Grand Bull is the stage 1 evolution. Pikachu's base form because, yes, there's a pre-evolution to that being Pichu, but you know, it's interesting. The way that the card game handles pre-evolutions is not the way that it's handled in video games, where you have to go through all the evolutions. Sometimes you could find basic evolved Pokemon, even for that matter. Now that I think about it, I actually have a basic Charizard. I don't know how the hell that works out, but it was a special card. It was one of Team Galactic's Charizards. I think Cyrus's Charizard, something of that nature, so that may be the only reason why it was basic. But normally, evolved Pokemon are Stage 1 or Stage 2 that have to be played over top the basic pokes. And when you do evolve, you don't lose any of the damage counters, but you have a lot more hit points to deal with. And look, it's our old friend Vaporeon. It's excellent. Vaporeon can heal itself and attack multiple Pokemon on both the bench and active zones. Out of this deck, Vaporeon's probably my favorite evolved Pokemon to get to. It's only one evolution to do, unlike my Feraligatr here, which takes a while to set up and sometimes doesn't happen. And it can wreak havoc real fast. It's great also because I believe this deck has more than one Vaporeon card on it, so I have more than one shot of getting the setup I need. Yep, at this point I've got him on the run. There's really not much he can do. We have him forced out. His other Pokemon on the field don't have really any attacks towards me. And look at that, Potion for the win. As if we weren't winning easily enough. I'm wondering if he's going to turn it around though. Let's see. It's probably not. Double knockout. Yeah, Vaporeon is definitely one of the coolest cards. I still have to work with the basic grass theme deck still. I'm going to do videos later on with that. Again, the only problem is I have to rework through all those past levels that I went on in order for the deck to be good, because, as a reminder from before, these cards that I have, like Kingdra's evolved form, or, you know, the Kingdra card for Horsey's evolved form, that didn't come stock with the deck. You had to win those from your opponents. So, I'll probably show it off briefly. Hopefully it can do well, but it's kind of annoying if you haven't been training with the deck the entire time. But hey, it gives me some different options to mess around with, and one of the coolest things about this beta simulator is that it's completely free. I had someone recently PM me saying that they wanted to be into Pokemon, but they didn't have the funds to get back into it, so this is perfect. This is all the joy of Pokemon, especially if you were nostalgic with the cards back in the day, and for no price. As many cards as you can own with.